over.
Yep.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Jessica Mulder.
And I'm Nick Kaminsky.
And this is
The Hard Way.
This is a podcast about learning from your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we come in here and we tell stories about, oh, man, we made this stupid decision, and that caused us to learn something the hard way.
Look,
right?
I do lots of stupid things,
Mm-hmm.
and I need an outlet where I can talk about these stupid things so I feel less stupid about them.
And that's where we come in.
And that's where this comes in.
Exactly.
And our guest today is a very funny comedian and all-around fantastic person.
And that's Bianca Cristovao. Hi, Bianca.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, Bianca. How are you doing?
Oh, my God. Fantastic. Just like looking at your faces.
They're good faces. Do you feel like
Yeah.
you learn things the hard way often?
Often?
Ever?
Yeah, of course. We
Mhm.
all do. That's how we learn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you guys know, me and Jess and Bianca, we don't have the answers.
Yeah.
You know, we're not trying to tell you how to live your life.
I have answers.
Oh.
You do?
Well, shit. Right,
Shit.
that disclaimer, dude. That's her fault. If you give advice and something bad happens to somebody, your fault.
I
Dude.
love giving advice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a lot of advice
I love
to
it.
ask for,
Yeah.
not to give.
I'll give you some. I'm not saying they're good, but you'll get some advice.
Well, now you're giving me different kind of answers, and I'm not sure what
I
to
can't
trust.
wait till she starts giving us advice about
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
during our stories, because it's gonna be bad.
It's going to be bad. How was
I don't
everyone's
trust
week?
you at all.
Did anybody feel like they learned something the hard way this week? Anything kind of weird happened to you?
I was
Any difficulties?
perfect this week and I really didn't leave the house much, so I don't think I had a lot of opportunities.
That is the perfect way to never fuck shit up, is
Yeah.
to just never leave your fucking house.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
So I live in downtown Los Angeles,
Hell
and
yeah.
we have a lot of, homeless problem.
Wait, really? In downtown?
Well, it's not that bad.
No,
you
I'm kidding.
know.
There's completely, there's a lot.
It's
yes.
really bad. It's
Yeah.
really
I live
bad.
downtown, I live, yeah, it's
really
downtown is nice, but it's
Is
a-
it
a problem.
nice? Is it?
I
some of
love
it,
it.
some of it
I
is,
love
yeah,
it. I
but
love
it is
it.
a constant, pervasive, everyday thing you have to
Which
deal with.
I appreciate it because, it's the truth.
Yeah.
You guys are isolated from the truth, but I see it clearly. I see what this world is. Anyhow, so I live in downtown. We have a big homeless problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a homeless person, and he had
Mm-hmm.
the most adorable pit bull puppies.
Mhm.
It's like 5
Aw.
of them. And I was like,
Oh no,
oh my
he
That's
sounds in over his head.
That's a trap, dude.
Yeah.
And you know what, you guys, in that moment, I was like, you know what? I don't have a dog. Maybe I'm ready. Maybe this is gonna
Oh
be,
shit.
This is gonna be it. So, I walked up to him and I'm like,
Oh,
hey,
no.
Oh,
can I
God.
have the pup? Because, I started like cuddling it. It was
Uh-huh.
adorable. Oh.
I mean, you should at least buy the guy a Cobra or something.
I was thinking about like giving him a coffee. Anyhow, what
coffee
he
for a
asked
dog.
for though was $300.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
So I was like, oh yeah, no.
I appreciate the business acumen of that homeless man in downtown LA. Where he's at, where's he at? Because
Yeah.
maybe that's like
Maybe he's a faker, dude. You know how they have some of those?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you mean like
Pretend-
crust punk kids?
What?
You know crust punk?
No.
It's
Spell
I-
the first word. Is it crust?
Crust.
Crust like pizza
crusty.
crust. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's not as big a problem in LA, but in Chicago, I mean, there's crust punks everywhere. But in crust punks, it's like they're all sitting outside, like a group of like 6 of them.
Oh, like gutter punks.
gutter punks, but
Yeah.
like they look dirtier. They're dirtier, and they've all got dogs. They've always got dogs, and they're always like smoking Newports and like sitting outside in big groups, and like they've got like empty latte cups, but they're still begging for money, and they're like, our dogs need food too. And it's like, I'm pretty sure you could call your mom and get her Amex number, and you could just go home at any moment.
Well, I
but
don't
like,
think
no,
this
man.
homeless person could call his mother. He was like 60 years old, black man.
Oh,
But,
did
like,
his
he
mom
should've-
die? Did she have cancer?
Oh, no.
How did his mom die? How close did you get?
Oh, man. Dude.
Anyhow, it was bizarre, guys. It was
Yeah.
No,
bizarre.
because, like, seriously, like, you are homeless. Aren't you hungry? Like, come on, dude. $300. Make the number
Yeah.
smaller, dude.
There is something going on there. There's something I don't get, and I like it.
Where did he find these dogs, too?
Yeah.
Was there a
Oh,
mom dog
yeah.
also, or was it just puppies?
It was just the puppies.
Oh my God, he killed that mom dog.
No, God, take it to a
Jesus.
dark place. He stole those dogs.
That's
dude.
still
no.
dark.
They were so adorable. Oh my
Dude, but
God.
also good that you didn't
Yeah.
get a dog because, like, you live in an apartment, like, really high up. Those things get big, dude.
Yeah.
Pipples?
You got to look at their feet.
Oh yeah.
You gotta look at their feet.
Yeah, big
If they got
feet,
big paws on a
yeah.
little pup, then he's
Yeah,
you know,
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
grow
get
into
big.
them shits,
Yeah,
dude.
He's gonna get real
It's
big.
gonna grow into those feet.
That's pretty good. So you learned not to ever buy anything from a homeless man.
I learned not to touch strangers' puppies.
That's true. That's true. That's
Because
absolutely
now
true.
I have fleas.
When I was in Thailand, I keep talking about Thailand now, but even after I got bit by those dogs, like maybe like remember how I said I never fucked with stray dogs again?
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
like a
what?
month or two after, I got bit by a stray dog when I lived in Bangkok.
Wow, stop bragging.
Avid listeners will know all about it. But like I said, I never fucked with a stray dog again, and that is true. But like maybe 3 or 4 months after that happened,
turned into
me
a
and my
werewolf.
friends, I turned into a stray dog. And now me and Jason Bateman are best friends. No, we found a stray cat, and we were wasted, and I loved it. And I named it Pizza, and I tried to take it home with me. It's a cute name for a
Yeah, it's a
disgusting gutter cat, right?
That's cute.
But I learned the hard way that that day, 12 years ago, that gutter cats don't really want to be your friend.
No, I'm surprised you didn't get sliced up, dude, when you picked it
By
up.
the cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
I
things
think
will get you.
too weak.
It was very hungry.
And didn't like pizza, which because of its namesake is the only thing we would feed it.
Oh my god.
That's not true. We tried to feed it milk, but it just left.
Oh my god.
By
that's
the way, is it true that cats drink milk, or is it just something we made up?
no,
for...
that's like Tom and Jerry's fault, dude.
Right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's
was-
really not that
It's like
true.
it's bad to give a cat.
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
what I'm
bad. It's-
thinking now in my late 20s. I'm like, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I think
No.
it's still bad for humans to be
Yeah, well,
drinking
that's
milk.
like that's what they, the collective
any
they
of us
say.
should
It's like
be.
we're not supposed to drink milk out of the teat from
Which
anything
is the
else
only way I fucking
other
will
than-
do it, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, right.
Get a
see-
good suck.
No, God. Now I have this vision in my head that I will never unsee, and that just.
I think we have the same vision.
Me on my back with just like a short cow.
Short one. No, I saw a big ass fucking cow.
Yeah.
And you just like lying on your back with your mouth open.
Sucking that udder.
Just, yeah.
No, I definitely saw you sitting on like also a big lady's lap,
Ah!
like a baby,
Oh.
sucking on like an actual
Oh,
like
like a human.
human
Female woman's
Oh,
breast.
well, you took it too far.
Traumatized.
Jessica. You.
Not far enough as
I,
far as I'm
I
concerned.
cannot control where the brain goes.
Nope,
Naturally.
but I love it. Yeah, that sounds like enough
Yeah.
of me talking about the things that went through my head
Dude,
this week.
what's our topic?
Our
man?
topic today is a real good one.
Whew.
It's a solid one.
Yes.
Look, guys, life is tough, and we don't always get to choose where we meet people or where these relationships take us. But guys, don't shit where you eat.
Don't shit where you eat.
And-
you know you did it already. So
And yes, we
Buckle
mean
up.
this literally too. Like, you should not take a dump in your kitchen sink. But also, figuratively, don't shit where you eat. Does anyone, Jess, can you explain what that means?
it's like don't like ruin the environment that you live in that's comfortable that you're always gonna have to go back to, because if you like create like this big stink, you're gonna ruin this like your favorite place for you. You know.
Why do we always think of sex when we say this saying?
I actually like researched the idiom a little bit today, and it's not only about sex. It is 100% what Jess just said. It is about ruining any environment that you normally feel comfortable in. But humans are so gross that like that is always the first example.
So did you see other examples? Because when I was trying to think of my story, the only ones I could think of were like hooking up with people and then ruining whatever. You know.
I saw like the definition that I saw was kind of similarly open like yours was, but all the example on Urban Dictionary was like, wow, Josh, I used to give Josh such good discounts at this snowboard store that I work at, but ever since he stopped calling me, that train's run dry. And I was like, what an oddly like there's a very angry snowboard employee who got fucked
But that's
over.
like also not really shitting where you eat because it's like you get.
But he came there all the time to buy snowboard equipment, and he got a discount from it.
So they were trying to like create a relationship with them, and then it became awkward and more awkward because they set up. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you go to a store, you flirt with the girl all the time, a store you go to all the time, and then you have a date and it doesn't go well, and now you can't go to that store.
See, that's why I don't ever have the same hairdresser for too long, because if they start remembering me and then I have to like keep telling them about stuff, I'm like, please don't speak to me.
I thought you were going to say because you fuck them all.
No, God. No.
Which would be fine.
Yeah.
Hairdressers are nice people.
During the haircut. I never get a good haircut.
I never get a good haircut. I just got sex hair all the time.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I just turned into Rodney Dangerfield for a second. But you're right, Bianca. They all seem like they are hookup based.
Yeah.
I think that's where we all went with it, right? To some degree?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
What do you got, Nick?
All right, let's get started. Last week, I took us back to the magical year of 2011. 2009. This year. Let's go back a little further.
Uh-oh.
Let's go back to the winter of 2006 when Nick Kaminsky was a sophomore at Illinois State University in Normal, Illinois. That is a real town that they make 18-year-olds go to because they can't afford out-of-state tuition.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So I was a sophomore in college, and I was in world history. You know, it was one of my requirements.
So bad at history. Never ask me questions about the past.
Who was the president during the Civil War?
Oh, my God. See, I mix all the wars together. It's like when you have like a trilogy of a movie. You know, I just can't remember which one is like the sequel.
George Washington?
Close. He was a white man from before the 1900s, so that's basically all of them. Do you know who the president during the American Civil War was?
No, like I literally am telling you. I don't know anything.
It was Lyndon B. Johnson, and he was a hero.
He doesn't count.
No, he's a monster. He fucking sucks.
Who was the king in the Czech Republic in the 1500s?
King Aardvark.
He's just making up names. Do you even know the answer?
Yeah,
to
do you know the answer?
Bianca?
Because it could be if you don't know the answer. It could be King Admin Aardvark.
It was a trick question because we didn't have a king. We had an emperor.
See, don't set me up like that, man.
That's a trick question, and I'm going to allow it because I didn't know anything. I know nothing about the Czech Republic.
No, the funny thing is, it's been 9 years in this country, and I think I know probably, like, I can name probably like 6 presidents.
That's pretty good.
And
Honestly,
I lived
you're on
through
par
4
with
of them.
You're on par with most Americans going through the
I
educational
think this is
system
the most
right now.
American thing about me.
Yeah.
How little I know about this country.
Yeah, totally.
I applaud that. So this was world history. So this wasn't even American history. This was about everywhere else in the fucking world, which is honestly more important than American history because I was like, it's not important. And I'm a 19-year-old little sophomore. I've got my long hair down to my shoulders, and every day I wore a white V-neck shirt and a black dress vest over it.
Oh my God,
Chuck
what?
Taylor's.
Dude, do you have a picture of this? Because I want to just like throw it up on the
I'll
video.
put it. Yeah, no,
man.
we'll put it up. Of course, I've got pictures. It was like how Bart Simpson wears an orange shirt and blue shorts every day.
Yeah,
that was me for all of college. And then I also wore a brown bandana. Tied around my head.
Getting better.
My
like
God.
a real fucking asshole.
You just wanted to never get laid at all. You just wanted to make sure.
And you know what? 2006 was
probably-
a weird time.
Did you get laid a lot? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my God, because they're like, this weirdo must be good.
You're
Not a
thinking
lot.
2019, but in 2006, that outfit was killing.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Yeah, that's
Let's
true.
have you back every episode. This is great. So it was first semester, sophomore year. The teacher's name, I honestly spent like 5 minutes trying to think of it today. It was something that was he was a real annoying, like, fucking real hard ass teacher, and his name was something that reflected that. Like, his name was like, I swear to God, either like Professor Hassel, spelled Hassel, or like Professor Payne, spelled Payne. He was a real asshole.
Man.
His class was annoying. No one liked it. He would like change the assignment halfway through.
What a dick.
I know, what a dick. But so the meat of the story comes from there was a girl in the class. I don't even have to change her name for the sake of this podcast because I don't remember it.
Oh, wow. She's going to hear this and be like, fuck him.
I don't even think I saw her junior year. I don't think I saw her second semester of sophomore year. Like, we never saw each other after this story.
She probably died.
I know. Oh, my God.
Fingers crossed. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Let me also state at the beginning of the story that, like, nothing that this girl did was in, like, this isn't, like, oh, she's so fucking crazy. This isn't, like, a story like that. Okay, just because we're all 19, we're all stupid. So we were in the class together. We didn't talk for almost the entire semester. And then when the semester started coming to a close for whatever reason, because I genuinely don't remember, we started talking a little bit in class and we sat right next to each other. And we finally like made plans to hang out one night. And it got like pushed back and then we made plans for another night and then I had to cancel or something. And then we finally had plans to hang out. And we went to, like, the cool dining center, you know, the one that sold Ben and Jerry's ice cream pints for $5 that you could charge on your student account, so your parents were really paying for it.
Oh.
That was, like, the date spot. And Bosco sticks.
Wow.
It's just cheesy garlic bread. So...
That's really cool.
Thank you. That's the end of the story, actually. So we end up, like, having some... We get some drinks, and we drink, and then we go back to my dorm room, and...
Who's paying for it? Whose parents are paying for this?
My parents. Yeah. My parents paid for the ice cream.
Gentlemen.
I probably used some of my roommates' alcohol because they had better 21 connections at the time. So we hang out and we hook up only. Like, no sex at all.
By the way, hookup means sex.
Hookup can mean sex.
When you're over 25, hookup means sex.
It can.
Well, in this story, he's under 25.
But also, hookup could be just like some funky hand stuff if you really want.
Oh, that's what happened? I want details.
Yeah.
This was...
Did you cup both boobies at once?
Did she
I
put
got
her
the
hands
boobies.
on your pee-pee?
I only call it a pee-pee, so thank you for getting that correct. She did not. And I did not do anything under the clothes.
So what?
I think I went under the shirt over the bra.
Oh, so that's like first and a half base. That's
yeah,
not even
it's
second
not
base.
much. It's not a lot.
What a wiener.
It's not a lot.
No.
And now through the course of this night, I realized that I don't really like this girl.
Third nipple?
That's fine. That's cool. Nipples are dope. I
When
want
did
a
you
girl. I
realize
want a girl
that?
with 30 nipples.
When did you?
When you're like handles on her boobs and they weren't big enough?
Okay, so she wasn't very fun to start. Like I like we were all drinking at my place with my roommates and we're all having fun and she was just like, I don't drink a lot, kind of and then I realized it for sure when I noticed that on her hip she had a tattoo that said, I swear to God, and this is how 2000, like early, mid 2000s is. She got a tattoo that she got when she was 18, so like a year before, that said X Tina.
Oh.
Because of Christina Aguilera's Dirty music video.
Oh. So her
'Cause,
name
you know,
wasn't even X Tina?
Her name was not Tina. Her name was not Christina.
Are
It
you
was
sure?
something else. Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's
I
right.
remember
remember.
thinking,
Yeah.
because I remember thinking, like, that's not even your fucking name.
No, but it would jog your memory.
But it
if-
was, yeah. But it was a Christina
That would be a
Aguilera
great
tattoo.
moment when he was like, she had a tattoo. Oh, that was her name.
And then he's like, whoops, now I've outed her. Yeah.
And then the next day, so I'm like, I don't think I like that. And then the next day was a snow day, and all classes were canceled. And she had slept over in my 3-person dorm room, which apparently having a big dorm room was cooler than having, like, it wasn't cooler. There was just another gross 19-year-old dude in there.
Oh, wow.
But so she stayed over, and I drank, like, probably way more than everybody else because that's how I do. And then the next morning, classes were canceled. So me and my roommates were like, this is fucking awesome. We're going to play drinking games at 9 a.m. My roommate had just gotten a bunch of Molsons or something like that.
Oh, Molson Ice?
Hell yeah. I don't know if it was ice, but it was Molsons, and it was great. And she, like, hung out, but, like, she wasn't having fun.
Was she trapped there because of the snow? Or
Not
she just...
really. I offered to her dorm room, her dorm building was, like, on not the complete other side of campus. I offered to walk her back home.
You're like,
during
get
the
the
snow.
fuck out of here. I'm
I
trying to have a good
Several
time.
times. He was like,
but she
"Get
was
out."
like, but
Debbie
she
Downer,
didn't really
dude.
want to hang out, but she didn't want to leave. So, like, it was just kind of a weird time. It wasn't like a fun time. So then we had, that's fine. We're all 19, you know? I'm not shitting on anybody. But so, like, it just wasn't a great time. I wasn't really
You
feeling
hate
it.
her.
This fucking woman.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No, but that's so awkward, though. If, like, she's
it
not
was a
even
little
enjoying
bit
it. Like,
awkward.
why is she still...
But she was just kind of like there, you know?
Wow.
So, like, we did it up.
Little
We had a
style.
fucking snow day. We were 19 and we had a snow day. And then she ended up, leaving, and then my roommates kind of like ribbed me a little because she's not that much fun. And then so we still had class. This was towards the end of the semester because this was in December, so we were about to take finals, and it was like kind of awkward in class because like we still like talked. It wasn't like we weren't like stonewalling each other, but like there was this air of like we've made out, but like we're not probably gonna do it again. And
Yeah,
then,
and we're
like,
never gonna hang out. Well, then why did she not leave right away? Which is
because it's
she's
snowy.
19.
we need to find her.
It's snowy.
Oh,
But then okay, so now this is where things get complicated. Is so I didn't really talk to her a lot. We didn't really talk a lot after that, and then like maybe like 2-3 weeks later, we had to take our final. And like I said, our teacher was like a real pain in the ass, and he was always like very like, you've got to study this amount of time, and this test is this serious, and just so you guys know, if you don't get this type of grade, then you can't expect to blah, blah, blah. So he was a fucking dick. And then, but for some reason during the final, he left the room. He was like, I'll be right back. And then he left the room. And I'm sorry. I'm 19, and I'm a good student. I'm not the dumbest kid alive. But, like, if you're going to leave the room on top of being a prick-ass teacher, I'm going to look at my notes real quick.
I would think that he was like
Testing
secretly,
us?
yeah,
Maybe.
Like
Well,
he's
I
up
was-
in like
Or he would like do it on purpose to give you guys a chance to like. You know.
Maybe.
That's what
That's way nicer than I was. I like that you guys had the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You were like, he's fucking
I'm like,
spying
it's
on
a
you.
trap. Everything's a trap to me. It's
And
a
Bianca's like, maybe he's just a nice guy. Very un-American of you to think the best of people.
Yeah.
So I, what I think to be very like slyly, very inconspicuously, I'm not like cheating. I'm not like taking out, like I'm not like grabbing another student's test, but like I looked
totally.
at my notebook real quick. I kind of like pull it up and I'm like, all right, cool. And don't think anything of it. Totally fine, normal. A week or two go by. We leave the class. We don't really say anything to each other. And then like a week later, we end up at the same house party, me and ex-Tina.
No, it makes sense.
And I'm pretty drunk. I'm drunk at this point, so like I'm not as like ashamed. You know what I mean? It's not in the middle of a class at like 10 a.m. I can go talk to
where
her.
you like feel her looking at you. you
So
know?
we went up and we talked a little bit, and she hadn't been like shitty or anything in between. It was just like awkward, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And like I know, I mean, a lot of people do eat in the classroom, but like it was weird Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to be sitting in a classroom where it's like. Like she's right there, like I know something was ugh. And then we're at the party and we're talking for like a minute, and then out of kind of nowhere she goes like, how'd you do in the final? And I was like, I don't know, I thought it was fine, I didn't think it was that hard. And she goes, yeah, I know, because you cheated.
Wow.
And I was like,
She blasted you.
and I was like,
dirty.
I don't know
you're
what
a
you're talking
fucking
about. I was like,
cheater.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't cheat. And she goes, yeah. I honestly thought about telling Professor Hassel.
What a bitch.
And I was like
That's not very
like
Christina Aguilera.
heart.
of her.
No.
I mean, that was not dirty double R
That
of
was
her
not.
at all.
But also, like, way to like reinforce how unfun she was that she gets to a party and
Yes.
she's like, "Let's talk about the test."
Let's talk
And
about
also-
a test and how I almost. And let's face it.
And
like,
I'm a nerd and a narc, so
cheating. Like, I mean, if you cheat on a test in college, like you can get kicked out of college.
yeah.
And yes, I did cheat, but like, come on, I chilled.
Get a fucking life, bitch. Did
But
it take away from
yeah,
your grade? Jeez.
So I shat where I ate, and I very theoretically got close to being like I could have been kicked out of college.
You know, maybe she wanted you to call her.
Maybe I'm
Maybe
not trying
she's
to
like
put
one
that.
of those girls who like just are not fun, and maybe she like
Maybe.
hope the next day like it's gonna be something.
That like it was still
you just
something,
completely,
even though we
like,
kind of had a
missed-
bad time,
Yeah.
and I missed it totally.
And you missed
Yeah.
it,
I-
and then she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this guy."
Like the fact, I mean, she stayed over, and it was like
I let
fine.
him touch my
I
boobs,
mean,
and he never called me back.
Yeah.
I think.
And then now I have to see him in the class. What?
But no, we probably didn't text because it was.
Yeah, this was like
I mean,
T9 age.
This
with
was,
flip
I
phones
mean,
and
which
shit.
I was real good at T9ing, but ooh, that sounded dirty. But no, yeah.
LOL.
So like that was like a big fucking terrifying, like oh my god. And I'm sure
Well,
I
'cause it's
hooked up
also,
with
like,
girls from
it's-
classes after that, but I didn't learn. But that's terrifying.
But it's not completely like the semester wasn't completely over, was it? Like,
It was
she
that
could-
was the final. So like
right,
so
right, but
like-
she could have still potentially went and been like, hey,
Oh, no.
before you submit those.
Oh yeah. Oh she
Nick
she could have
Kaminsky.
destroyed me. Yeah.
Oh,
she
God.
could have.
All because you touched her boobie and didn't call her. That's bad, dude. That's scary stuff.
That's fucked up, right?
Yeah.
I really didn't want
Danger
to.
zone.
I didn't want to tell a story where I just make this girl seem awful because I'm sure she wasn't awful.
No,
but...
I hate her, dude. I don't believe in narcs.
One
okay?
might hear that story and think this was an inevitability.
Yes.
No, sorry, Shelby. Yeah, so that's kind of fucked, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And also, like, it already, even without, like, the blaming you for cheating, it's like, it's awkward as shit that you had to take the class with her after that. You got to wait till it's over.
Day. We're supposed to have fun on a snow day.
I want to know what you did on the snow day that made her, first of all, stay, because she probably still liked you in the morning. And
Yeah,
then,
which
like,
is weird,
and then at
'cause
a
girls
certain
don't
point, she
do
was like,
that.
fuck this guy.
Well, yeah, because he was getting drunk with his friend and he didn't give her any attention. So
Yeah.
I tried to. I mean, I definitely
Did you?
Come on,
No,
come on.
I
I
don't
was
know.
there.
I don't
I was
know.
there.
Yeah, Bianca
it
was there.
Me.
It was her first year in America. I was like, why is this Czech girl just hanging out in my triple, you know? Oh, man. So, yeah, learn the hard way. You shouldn't, I mean, you got to be careful.
Yeah,
Shit
or
where
like
eat.
you wait till like the semester's over
Yeah,
and then you hook up with
shoulda
them and
waited
don't call
till
them
second
back.
semester. I mean, this is
Just
on
like-
me. I learned things the hard way. I'm stupid about it. Got to
Yeah.
be smarter.
Yeah, dude, what a waste.
What a waste. Yeah. I mean,
I like hate her because of that. I don't really, but I think that's really lame. And again, I cannot
It's
stress enough
crazy,
about
right?
like showing up to a party and be like, let's talk about our studies. that are
No, what
over."
I'm thinking is she literally she liked you and then it turned into hate and she
Yeah,
was just
oh,
waiting
that's-
for
And so
it.
she's like, I'm gonna ruin his
You
life
just-
almost, you know.
you just described every relationship I've ever been in.
yeah. So
I
don't even
like you.
think-
I can't wait to
I don't
hate
even
you in
think she
18
cared
months.
about you cheating. It was just like finally
Yeah.
she had something
Yep.
she
Yep.
could like
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
against you.
Yeah.
You know? She,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were under
I
her
don't
thumb
think
for
you
a
Not to
second.
mention, like, come on, like she was. You guys were, working on your test.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that. Like, you're nervous, you're prepared. Why the hell is she looking at you during
Yeah.
this time?
Well,
Because I'm rustling through my backpack, like looking
well,
for
wrestle
the
through
right
your own
week's
backpack.
notes.
Yeah, right?
Like find your own answers.
But like, who the fuck cares if you're cheating? Like, that's not gonna. It wasn't a. Oh, I guess it could have been curved. I don't think it was. It probably was. That guy was a dick. Oh my god, I ruined her GPA.
Oh,
No,
whatever.
I'm kidding. She was being lame.
Super lame.
Yeah. All right. So that's
Well,
learn it the hard way.
you got lucky
Look it
that-
up. I got lucky. She wasn't
like,
that
yeah,
shitty.
Yeah, but oh man.
Hey, ex Tina, wherever you are, I forgive you.
Amazing.
love it.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
not.
gonna get a letter that's like, you actually didn't graduate college now because we retroactively
thought-
figured out that you.
I googled today. Is there a statute of limitations in
Did
cheating
you?
in college?
I'm so worried. You're like,
And
I don't.
here we
You're
are.
like, I don't want to learn the hard way that you can't talk about this shit later.
Exactly. I don't want to learn the hard way that this podcast will ruin my life.
Oh God.
Well, let's ruin someone else's life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, just someone else's shit. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys for letting me share.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck. Shitting where you eat, Bianca.
Evan, what do you got?
Have you
Yes.
ever taken a big ol' stinky shit right where you were trying to have a frittata?
I had pretty much a diarrhea.
Oh no, liquid shit.
It was really bad, but it
Hard to clean up,
very very hard to clean up. But let's also go back
Yeah.
in time,
please.
and also let's you know what? Let's go to high school.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to high school. So here's the deal. I'm in high school. I actually just switched schools. I went to a new school. It was my final year. And the reason why I switched schools was because like the teachers at my other school really didn't like me. And the finals like are so important. And especially like in Europe, it really matters.
Where were you at this point? This was in
Czech Republic.
Okay, great. Okay,
So I just
great.
came back from-
Tell us
yeah.
everything about it. That's
Yeah,
fascinating.
yeah, yeah. So I just came back, and I was in Denmark. I was studying in Denmark, and then
Sure.
I just,
Yeah, cool.
I came back to do my finals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 18, and I'm about to do my By the way, the finals in my country are extremely difficult. It's like the hardest. Like, I mean, I graduated college, here in America. Even all the, it cannot compare to
It was
like the
easy as
4
fuck.
years cannot
So
compare
high school
to.
in the Czech Republic was
So-
harder than college in America.
Are you kidding?
You got-
so
Wow.
much harder.
You got to
This
college and you
explains a
realized
lot, dude.
So
you realized you
much
could
harder.
just look at your notes during every world history exam and no one was going to tell on you. I
Yeah.
believe it. I fucking
no,
believe
it
it.
really was. So just so you can imagine this, so you would graduate from like 5 subjects, and each subject you would get like 100 questions, but the answers would be like let's say 10 pages of it wouldn't be like a one
Long
sentence.
answer,
It would
yeah.
be like a whole
essay
answer,
Writing,
questions,
like
yeah, essay
que-
shit.
yeah, and like names and dates and like it
Yes.
was ridiculous.
Yes.
But now the funniest part about it, so you get 100 questions on each subject, but they only ask 3 questions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
This is very similar to how in high school in America we have AP classes, and AP means college level. But I swear to God, the college level classes they give you in high school, maybe you're just younger and dumber. But like they're so much more difficult because they're like, hey, let's learn everything about American history, and we're gonna ask you about 2 things that have ever happened. So I get
So if you don't get, maybe you know everything about one thing, but like if you don't, you have to really study everything.
Yes, everything.
Anyhow,
so comprehensive.
I go to this new school because I want to start fresh. And I'm really nervous about these,
They can't hate me if they don't know me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can completely reinvent myself. I can be like a great student. And what happens is like, so you always have what is it in America when you have like a class teacher, like a teacher that comes with your class.
So like homeroom.
Yeah.
Like your first morning teacher.
Yeah, like a teacher who is pretty much responsible for your entire class. You don't have it?
Just like a regular teacher.
Just a regular teacher.
No, so you would have like in Europe,
or like a
a
teacher's
science
assistant
teacher who is always like to your, because you have all these type of teachers, right?
Yeah.
But then you would have like one teacher who's responsible for a class, and you know he maybe teaches one subject, but it's always that teacher who like you would go to if you have problems with other teachers.
Is that kind of like your guidance
It's kinda
counselor?
But he's a teacher.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Imagine a guidance counselor who is
yeah.
also a teacher.
Yeah.
He's teaching
Which-
one subject
Yes.
and makes sure that everything is great.
It
with
kind of
him.
sounds almost a little bit like a guidance counselor / like department head,
Yeah.
like someone who's like in charge of the
Yes,
department, but
yes.
is also a
In
teacher.
charge,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
of
Makes
your
sense.
class. Of your
When
So-
you say class, do you mean like your entire graduating group?
Yes. So
Okay.
it would
Okay.
be
Yes.
like in each class would be probably like it would
I
be like
understand what you're saying.
20, 30 people,
Yeah.
and you always study with them in every subject. You're
Yes,
always with the
yeah.
same people.
Yeah, that's different than how we do it, but I
Right.
completely understand
I-
the setup you're going for.
Good.
Yeah.
I realized that. Cultural differences.
Perfect. Love it.
Anyhow, so I'm in this new school, and then we have this teacher. Now, this teacher we have is super hot.
Oh no.
Oh no!
He is so hot, you guys. He's
Oh,
so
God.
hot, and he's young.
Oh hell!
How
yeah.
old
He's
is
like
he?
27.
Ooh.
And I'm 18, right? That's not even like weird. in
Oh,
Europe.
so it's not even illegal.
It's not even
Dangerous
illegal.
It's not even illegal
It's
in
not
America.
illegal. Yeah. Not
But
even
you're
in
a student.
America.
But you're a
It
student.
is frowned upon.
It's fucking. Well, it's yes.
Yeah.
I mean, is it not illegal to hook up with a teacher because of the conflict of interest outside of the age?
If you are 18 and you in America and you hook up with a teacher, it is not illegal, but you will get fired from your job
Yeah.
if you are the teacher.
Yes. You're not gonna
It
go
is
to
more than
prison.
frowned
Yeah,
upon.
okay.
Yes.
But yeah, no, same in Europe. You shouldn't be
Yes.
hooking up.
No,
with-
you should
Yeah.
not do that.
Yes.
So what did this guy look like?
Yeah, give us the deets.
Well, I don't think now that I think about it, it's not.
He was hot to your age.
he was hot
was
because he was a
hot.
teacher.
And
He
you're
was
like-
a teacher, and he's young.
He was
and
young.
you're
He probably
bored.
looked fine.
Yeah, he looked fine.
Yeah.
And you're like, I haven't seen the world yet. I thought
was-
you were hot, but you're,
Yeah.
you're
exactly.
a
I
4.
haven't seen
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Thai students thought I was attractive because I was American.
There you
know?
go.
Like,
There you
and
go.
look at this. They were right. I was 23. I was hot. So yeah, I get it.
So yeah, he was hot,
Oh,
and he was like
no,
very.
Bianca.
He was teaching sports, I think, or whatever. You know,
Just
classic.
coach.
Sports
Coach.
class.
Doesn't
He's a
matter what
coach.
ball it is.
He also coached like on a professional level some like softball girls, some
Which
softball
probably
team.
made it hotter too, like seeing him like,
Yeah.
managing
Oh,
stuff,
Very
being a boss.
He coached those softball girls.
Oh,
you know what I'm
God.
saying?
Anyhow, so he is our teacher, and we immediately have a chemistry, obviously.
Obviously, you're
Obviously.
such a fantastic person.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, he's a teacher. I'm a student. That's hot,
Yeah.
You're like,
Damn,
danger, this is
18-year-old.
bad. Yeah.
Damn,
Oh,
dummy.
this
Dumb,
is so bad. I'm gonna stop. What are you doing later?
Yeah.
And then like also this school is like super like advanced like technology and all that, and the school is like all about like let's connect, let's give each other emails, like talk to the teachers over email.
Oh, it was a cool school.
It's like a cool school. So
Cool school is
immediately
a cool teacher.
I get his email right immediately,
Uh-huh.
and then
Oh, no.
we also do the LOL thing, whatever. Do you remember that?
Oh no, that's still a thing. I don't remember it.
You still use it.
I've realized that I code switch a lot of times when I'm texting people. Do you know what that means? Like when you use different vernacular around different people. Like if I'm texting a girl from like a dating website, and I usually say haha. If she says LOL, I'll start saying LOL so that I'm on her same. It's
I
fucked
don't.
up.
I just want to scream like a bunch of ha-has in a row, never an LOL.
We've talked. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that another pod. I love the way you text.
Anyhow, so we start messaging each
LOL.
other, and
LOL. LOLing all over the place.
He's like messaging me, and he basically asked me out.
Stop it.
He asked
What
me
did he say? And you're flirting. You're like,
let's have
hey,
like
so fun.
dinner, you know.
He put it in writing too.
Yeah.
Dude,
Shameless.
you can't deny
That's
that
how
later.
confident he was in himself.
Fuck yeah.
That he was like, I don't give a fuck. You know, I could totally report him. But
What
Yeah.
year was this?
2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he emails you and is like, let's get dinner, baby.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah. Not
Did he
big.
just do BB? Because that's
BB.
gross. Spell it
Did he
out.
call you B? Did he give you a nickname?
No, he didn't. No, at this point, he's actually really nice. You know, so
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking,
Oh, no.
hot, nice teacher. I'm single. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not seeing anyone. I was like, this could be something. Right, like, what?
It's going to be literally something,
It will
yes.
be
but-
something.
This could be the man I marry. God,
Exactly.
kids are dumb.
So I go on this date. We have dinner somewhere. I don't really remember it. But then, guess what? He has a boat. Like a
Oh
small,
my
I thought you
God.
were going to say baby.
He has a small little boat, you know, on that like very famous river in my city.
What's the name of this very
Did he
favorite
pick you
famous
up?
river?
Did he pick you up on the boat?
No, he was like, I'm gonna show you my boat.
Oh, yeah, he's going to show
And
you.
I
Oh
was
my
like, I
God.
wanna see your boat.
Of course.
Who
Was
has
this
a
on the first
boat?
date?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, of course. He's like, let me show her everything.
Yeah. So of course I went to
Boat
see
on a first date. Oh,
Wow.
someone's
and
getting
we
laid.
made out, and it was like really hot and heavy. But then as we were making out, he kind of like suggested that I should like choke him a little bit.
Oh!
And I thought, you know, I'm 18 and I'm like, you know, I've never encountered this.
I'm 18. I can choke a dude.
I can choke my teacher. No, I was like, okay, this is weird, but like, you know, I'm not that experienced. I'm like, you know, maybe, you know, maybe it's not. I mean, should I? I mean,
There is nothing wrong with consensually
Yeah.
choking a person.
and he didn't want
If
to
that's
choke
your
me.
kink.
You know,
Yeah,
he wanted
well,
me
not
to
yet.
choke him.
Yes,
so
that's
I put
better.
my hands around his neck and I, you know, do it.
How do you do that while you're making
and
out?
then-
Is it like,
And then I remember him being like, "No, don't do it." And I'm like, "Okay, then I'm not." He's like, "No, keep going."
oh, he
No,
wanted,
this is way too
he
advanced.
wanted
Look,
to pretend that he
that's-
didn't want to be choked.
so he wants a rape fantasy with his 18-year-old student on his boat on the first date.
And he wants to be the one who's raped. That's amazing.
Yeah.
oh my God.
man.
Better than the other way, but it's still bad.
No, keep going. This is part of the part of it. Oh God.
So this this
nuts.
was going on for you know this was happening.
I was choking him for 8 hours.
And 5 hours later, and then you know I was just like, you know, it's getting kind of late, and so he took me home. And then I slept on it, and I was like, you know, it wasn't that. It was still like he was a good kisser. It was good, you know.
So you
but it
only
was,
choked
He
and
kept
kissed.
gasping for
we
breath.
we only choked and kissed. And
This is the most fucking awesome story
Yeah.
that I've ever been cringed
You know.
to hear.
Yeah.
And then, you know, eventually he like asked me out again, and I was like,
Of
yeah, why
course.
not? You know, why not?
Yeah, you
And
choke
he-
on the first date. That's
Yeah.
like a hot commodity.
Dude. He balanced it out with the boat. He's like, boat, choke, you know, it's fine.
Yeah. And we went out again. This time though, I didn't go to his boat. So
Okay,
I
good.
stayed.
I'm
You know,
glad
I
to hear
stayed
that.
off. I stayed off the.
You stayed on land
away-
this
I
time.
stayed on land, away from the water, and
Jesus fuck.
grounded.
That's
I
so
stayed grounded,
scary.
and he just went
Yeah.
and had drinks. I think it was fine. You know, again.
How
it
old do you
wasn't-
have to be to drink in Czech Republic in
18,
2008?
yeah,
See?
18.
Okay, this
Okay.
guy's doing like almost an okay job of not being disgusting.
Yeah.
Like so close to
Just
maybe
wait
not
for
being
it.
awful.
Oh,
of-
God.
Just wait for it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he's like texting me like
Mm-hmm.
more. And now these text messages are getting really kind of weird, you know? Like these text messages are like, oh yeah, I really like, you know, I really want you to put on some heels and step on me.
Oh God.
Step on
So
my
he's just
body.
a sub.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? It's like, I wanna lick your heels. And I'm like, I don't understand what's
Yeah.
happening here.
But also, how long have you been like seeing each other when he's doing
we
this?
said like a few times. You
Okay,
know?
but like that's what I feel like you bring out the step on me a
That's
little
like
later,
after you've been
especially if it's
dating.
your student.
It
Yeah.
was- especially if it's-
I guess it's the opposite with
Did
your
you
students.
sign
you just
a
do it right
waiver?
away.
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta teach them.
Oh
you
my
gotta
God.
teach them.
No, that is.
Remember. So I started being really uncomfortable. Obviously, I
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
okay, I cannot do this. Like,
You don't want to
cannot-
ball bust
This
your
is not
sports
me.
teacher.
You know, I tried. So this is the last time I'm kind of like, you know, I see him for the last time, I think, you know. And he
no.
basically, like, he invites me over to his apartment.
Not the boat.
And, you know, you guys, this is the thing about 50 Shades of Grey that people don't talk about.
Oh God.
It's really fucking weird if you meet a guy like the gray guy from 50 Shades of. If the real guy is creepy as fuck, you know. Like, so he had like a closet with all that stuff, and he like showed me the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that was the moment when I realized this is not the man of my dreams.
No.
This is not the. And he, you know, he was
shit.
like, you know, I just want you to like. He was like explaining to me stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's really great. You know, I really need to go home because my mom is like away from me.
It's past my
And
curfew.
I basically like ran away.
But then
now
he was still
showed
your
me
teacher?
everything. He's still my teacher, right? Now the problem is that he's kind of like really into me.
Well, clearly he's showing you his bondage closet,
yeah,
dude.
he shared his
Can you
secret.
go into any detail about the contents of the bondage closet?
No, it's just like you
Like
know,
whips and flogs
and
and-
yeah.
Spiky
A
leather
ball
things.
gag and some
Gags,
collars
gags,
from
and
the
like
wear,
and
Yeah.
like a lot of
Which-
ropes, a lot of ropes.
I would like to state that there is nothing wrong with any of those things.
Any of it.
If you are
Not a teacher and a student.
Yeah.
no, exactly. Yes,
And also,
yes,
like, you're a
yes.
teacher, like, have some, like, I don't know, what is that, like,
Self-awareness?
self-awareness of, like,
Know your fucking audience?
does she seem really into this after the first time? No.
I do have to
exactly.
say that
Maybe you don't just,
I
like-
used to dress really goth for some reason, so I see the confusion.
That's him being a piece of shit person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's me like seeing a girl with black nail polish and being like, yeah, she puts out. Like
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Yeah,
that doesn't
right?
there's
Yeah.
no A to B. So there's nothing wrong with being a subby little kinkster. You know what
or
I mean?
either side, but yeah, like,
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with it. Have your closet full of fucked up, cool sex shit, but don't. You're a fucking student.
yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, anyhow, so you know, now you guys, you have to remember. So he's really into me at this.
This
point.
guy sucks.
And now I never want to see him again, obviously.
Right.
No.
But my big exam is coming up.
Oh my god, you
and
moved to this
he
school
is-
so you could do well on your finals.
And he is. Exactly. Remember that. And he is like one of
I'll
the
never
main
forget.
people in the comedy
Yeah.
to like decide if I'm gonna pass or not.
Oh,
he has like
God.
there's like 3 people. He has the voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do? What I'm
Oh.
gonna do, right? And I was just like, I don't know what I'm just should be nice or just. And so I literally
that
I was
sucks
so
so
lost
bad.
that I went to my mother.
Good
And
for
I
you.
told her everything.
Good for you.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
Good for you.
And my
Seriously.
mom, like the Eastern European boss she is, she gave me like
Awesome.
a great tip. You know, she basically like told me, this is what you gotta do. And what she told me was basically, you need to blow his phone off. Like, you need to just be like, I love you so much. I want to marry you. We will be together. And like text him every 5 minutes, this stuff.
Your
Lean
mom
into it.
is so fucking crazy and boss.
Yeah. And
That's
don't
maybe
worry,
terrible
he will
advice.
fall out of love.
Ugh.
And it freaking worked.
Holy shit.
It freaking worked. So I did it. Like, I kept texting how much I love him, how
Oh
much like
my
I miss
God.
him, how much
Can
like
we-
I just wanted it to
Dude.
be us, and we should tell everyone.
Can we get your mom on the next
God.
pod?
Dude, how awkward was it to have to see him every day while doing that
Yeah.
stuff,
Oh,
too?
for me, it was fine because I didn't believe in it. You know, for me,
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
a joke, but like,
Well,
also
you were
that-
doing it like defensively.
Yeah.
Like you
But also
would-
that kind of makes sense, though, because it's like he wants you to treat him like crap, kind of.
yeah, he
So,
doesn't
like,
want me to
you
be
like-
like nice to
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He doesn't want that at all.
Holy shit. So that means your mom knows a thing or two about the BDSM community.
I mean, she's been around, and
Been around.
so he felt so bad about how things ended because you know he broke my heart. You know, he broke my heart. So when my finals came, he was like so nice and so.
Automatic A, dude.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to say you
I
technically,
killed him, but-
you definitely did because that is a horrifying situation. And I'm so glad that there is a comedic and
And I'm
happy
surprised that
ending.
you're still here because I'm
Happy
like,
ending.
oh my God, on the water, choking him. Like, you could
Yeah.
have fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I could
honestly,
have killed him. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
that story is
No.
at the same time like absolutely hysterical and fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
It's really fucking
But dude,
weird.
that fucking advice, like that is not
Holy
where I thought
shit.
you were going.
Your
with that.
mom would give you, yeah.
Your mom has got some bad bitch energy
Dude.
that I am all about.
That is hilarious.
Mhm.
That's insane.
Oh my
that
God.
that might be the most insane story we've heard on this
Yeah.
podcast.
What a. What an idiot, though. You know, like
How-
it's so stupid.
How long between your loving texts
Mm-hmm.
and the final were there? Like a month, 2 months,
I
a
would
week?
say like 3 months.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god.
That's a long time. See, like when me and my classmate kind of hooked up, like that was really gearing towards the end of the final.
Yeah.
Or the
But
end
I
of
wasn't. By the way,
semester.
I wasn't going to school every day,
Okay.
so I had kind of like a distance program. Like I wasn't
Czech
there every day.
Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
they made
I
us
wouldn't
go to
see him
school
every day.
Yeah,
Just for a disclaimer.
But still.
But still, yeah,
Did
I
you
know.
write him
Still.
little notes and spritz it with perfume and like
Ooh,
kiss it with lipstick?
mwah. Wow.
No, it
Well,
worked out. And you know what? I learned a huge lesson, and that's why I'm one of the few female comics who never ever hooked up with a comic.
Oh yeah.
Because I would never do that again.
Yeah, no.
Ever. I didn't even kiss it. I never, and it's never gonna happen.
No, yeah. I don't hook up with comedians either. I'm like, don't shit where you eat, you know.
It was a good
But
lesson.
I
I'm gonna
did I did do that, and that's how I learned how
Yeah.
to do it.
so now you don't do
that
it
was
anymore.
that was in the beginning, like
That's
way,
for
way a long
another
time ago. Yeah.
podcast that'll be "Don't Hook Up with Comedians."
Yeah, that's
which
another
is just
thing.
prime for an episode.
Oh my god, that was
God
amazing,
damn.
dude.
That is some bonkers ass shit.
Dude.
I'm glad you're okay.
He's going to hear this, and he's
I
gonna be
hope-
like, and
I
he's gonna
hope
be
so.
like, this little bitch, and then he's gonna show up and be like, step on my balls.
He's like, this little bitch, I like that. I
Yeah.
Guys,
like
I'm not
it."
certain anyone's really going to hear any of this.
Yeah,
so
you
let's.
never
I don't know if Mr. Sports from the Czech Republic. Do you know what he's up to now?
I think he's still teaching some softball team or something. He's probably like,
So he's
molesting
so
these
he has
girls.
not, yeah, but he hasn't been arrested.
Yeah, that
yet.
actually fucking sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't say his name, but I
Or
will.
No,
or
you
have
shouldn't.
them
But we should
molest
look
him.
into it.
Yeah, we
Like-
gotta. After this, we're gonna have a Googling party. Find this
Yeah.
guy for sure.
We're gonna find X Tina.
I think he like texted me a couple of 2 years ago or something.
She, of course. Well, of course he did.
And he
Yeah.
still
'Cause
has your
guys are
phone number.
terrible.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Guys are disgusting and will always text you back, even though it's like so over.
Oh man.
Like he was
Probably
what,
when you're doing really well and you're happy, he just
Yeah.
like comes out. Of
What do
nowhere.
what do people
There's a
drink the
sense.
most in the Czech Republic? Is
Beer.
it vodka? Just beer? Oh yeah. So he's like drunk a boot full of beer, and he's like, I wonder what Bianca's up to.
Oh my god. The
She
fact that
was
he has
real
your
good
phone
at
number still
choking.
is hilarious
She's
too.
really good at choking. She could be something.
That is
didn't
that is
fall in
an
love with me.
acceptable thing to ask, like after you have slept together at least a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Like
Or-
that's
Seriously.
not a.
Or
Yeah, you
anywhere,
don't do it on a
anywhere,
first date.
or anywhere. Yeah. First date on a
Nope.
boat,
Yeah.
choke like, whoa, bro, where's your like boundaries and lines here? Like, are you just like cruising for a bruise and ready to get sued or
Bruce is
arrested?
right around here that he's gonna have to explain awkwardly to his
Yeah.
family members.
Oh
I was
my God.
I was pointing at my neck. Everyone,
But
by
the
way.
thing is, I've never even been with a guy who would ask me that in even
Yeah.
like 2
Me
months
either.
in.
Me
So,
neither.
so
And there's been a lot. No.
I've been. With,
I mean, I ask guys to choke me all the time, but
I've been with women who have asked me to do
Yeah.
that, and
No,
I've
I-
had women do that to me, but it was usually like after like we've
Yeah.
established.
Well, once you know they're not
this
going to
fun-
run and like tell everybody, like you kind of
I
like
don't care.
gauge their
Sure.
level of kinkiness before you start revealing your shit. You know.
you hang out a few times before you're like,
Yeah.
where can I put all of the parts of me
Right,
on you
right.
that
Yeah.
won't
one
freak
time,
you out?
one
you
time I
know?
asked a guy, like I wanted to ask a guy to, like smack me,
Sure.
or whatever, and
Absolutely.
instead because like whatever, I was like off. I said, slap me, and he slapped me in the face.
Wait. Well,
Oh, did you mean like your
My
butt?
butt. I
Oh.
like my butt.
So that guy's just really good
I
at
was like-
following directions
Yeah,
or a
I was
piece
like,
of
I
shit.
wanted to say spank me, but instead I
Spank
said
me.
slap me.
Yeah.
And then he
Okay,
did, and
yeah.
I was like, "What did you do?" It's like
Sure.
you wanted me to do that.
that's
Oh.
hilarious.
Honestly, though, like if a girl asked me to slap her and we had no indication of anything before that, I would not think face. Or yeah,
Yeah,
I would be
or you like ever so gently be like, boop, boop. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Holy
because
shit,
you're
well-
not committed enough.
I need to
Just
get better.
elbows are right in the face.
Yeah, right.
Fuck the hand. I'm throwing bows. Dude.
Nope, not okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
Dude,
I'm glad you did
I love
well
your
on your
mom, and
final.
I need to meet this woman. And be
Yeah,
like,
she's gonna be
"What-
on the pod.
What would you have told me for all these things that happened?
She can be like our sounding board, you
Yeah.
know.
No, if I
Bianca's
ever-
mom
if I
will be
ever
on
need-
every episode telling us
What
advice.
you should have done.
If I ever need weird advice like that, I'll. Totally,
I always need weird advice.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, goddamn. Holy shit.
That's gonna be hard to top, dude.
It's thank God this isn't a competition
Yeah.
because we're all fucked
He's
up.
like, yeah,
We'd
glare
all
in my
lose
eyes.
every time.
Yeah. No.
All right, Jess. What about you? Can
All
you tell
right.
us about a time that you shat where you should not have shat?
Yes, I can.
Please.
So I was living in New York. So I want to say it's like
Humble brag.
yeah. All right, Mr. Bangkok. over
Where in New
here.
York? Is that?
I lived. I lived in a bunch of different places because I moved every year. But it was like Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens,
Okay,
like all that
sure.
shit.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
So me and my friend, maybe this was like 2008 or 2009.
Okay.
So I just like graduated college, moved to New York, and I met up with a friend, like an old friend from like elementary school that lived out there, and like she was like the only person I really knew, and she lived in Chelsea. So I'd go hang out with her a lot, and she knew where to go and whatever. So like we started going to this bar called Black Door, right? And it was just like kind of like divey, but like hip, you know what I mean? Like there's like big windows. You could like sit in the window and smoke, whatever. This was like,
you just made me so sad for remembering a time when you could smoke.
No, you
in
were
bars.
outside, but
You
you
can
were
still
like,
do that in
you were
Prague, by the
sitting
way.
on the ledge, like blowing it away from the building and the windows.
Sure.
So it's still
You
like,
can still do it in some countries.
you're still getting like the vibe of the inside, but you're outside, whatever. But this was like the bar that we'd always go to because it was walking distance from her place, and it was just like a really cool little spot,
Totally.
And so because we became regulars, we became friends with the bartenders. And so it's like the bartender, like younger guy, and then there's like the older, like bearded
Hey, how you
manager
doing? I'm
guy,
the older
right?
guy. I'm the manager.
Yeah.
This guy I own a bar in New York.
But he's not like named Carl and like
Hey, my name's Carl.
from
I own a
Aqua
bar
Teen
in New
Hunger
York.
Force, yeah. But no, like they're both like good looking,
Sure.
generally, not necessarily one like, the manager guy wasn't like really my type, I don't like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you don't like Carl. That's fine.
Yeah,
Plenty of women.
But plus,
for
he was
Carl.
also always like so like drunk, despite being working, that it was like sloppy looking. So I was like not into that.
Sure.
But anyway, yeah. So
So you were into the younger version of him.
well, no, like I wasn't into him either because he was too young and he was kind of annoying,
Oh, okay.
right? So
All
don't
the
I-
people you're describing somehow all sound like me.
you don't have to like somebody to have sex with them.
That's
Bianca.
very.
Sometimes it
That's
helps
a
if I
new
don't.
concept.
But anyway, so I'm like going to the bar all the time and like free drinks and stuff because like we're just always there and like maybe we get our bill and it's like $5 whatever. So this is like our freaking place, and so they're always both of them are like hitting on me and trying to like hook up like later at the end of the night because we're always there after hours and whatever.
Sure.
So they're always like, and I'm like, no, we're friends. Plus like because they both like kind of are doing it, I'm like,
Did you have a threesome?
no.
Hell yeah.
No.
Bianca's mom would be totally in favor of that.
Like a Chinese finger trap with the
Oh.
bartenders, dude. But
Eiffel Tower.
visuals, yeah. But
Yeah, I'm thinking about
so
it
anyway,
now.
like I'm like going there for like a year, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm like I'm doing pretty good. I'm drinking. I'm still like pushing off the advances, which
Yeah.
makes them want it more because
What?
because like as bartenders, they're always like liquoring up the ladies, giving them free drinks, be like, hey baby, like take me home. So anyway, like
Ugh, men are so bad.
we go like it goes like a year goes by, whatever. Finally, like one drunken night, I end up actually like going home with the younger guy.
Sure.
Of course you did.
Yeah,
of course.
and
he was
like,
banking on it happening sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one day.
yeah, one day, I go home with him,
Boredom.
and
Yeah.
oh my god, it was so bad. And like, can I also just say that like
Please.
You should
I'm
have
not.
gone with the older one.
Yeah, right. Well,
Nah.
wait for this because fuck him too. But like, I don't want to say his name, but I will say that his name is lame and that it's like a shortened name that's like equivalent. Like when people choose the wrong part,
Uh-huh.
like people named Christopher that go by Topher. It's like
Yeah,
no.
or like my name is Richard, but they call me Chard.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
His
yeah.
name was Chode.
Yeah. So it might as well have been. It was like one of
Okay.
those names like you picked the wrong part of your name.
So his name is Mothi, because
Yeah.
his full name is Timothy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mothi. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, then so we go back to like so it's like I was surprised because like usually when you're like both kind of drunk, like it's like you're not embarrassed, you're too drunk to notice, but like oh my god, it was mostly just like him apologizing the whole time. Yeah, I know.
Now I feel bad for him.
I still don't, but I get
No,
where you're coming
no, but it
from.
was
Was
just-
he Canadian?
No, I don't think so. But like, there also like there wasn't really anything to apologize for. So I was like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Was
No.
there?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
there not? Are
Well,
you sure?
there
Did he
wouldn't have
not?
been if
Could
he
he
didn't
not?
keep. No, like it was like fine. He was just like bad at it. It was
Oh,
like
he's like banging you and he's
he's like,
apologizing.
well, he's like
Ugh.
jackhammering because he's like not.
He's like, I'm sorry.
He's not making me come, and I don't know if like every other girl that he's been with, has pretended or faked an
Sure.
orgasm, so he's just like
Oh,
and
poor
apologizing,
guy.
whatever.
No, he's not poor. Fuck this guy.
Right.
Be
But
better
it
at
was just
fucking.
like it was just really like awkward and embarrassing that I was like, oh God, I can't believe I finally did this. And like, this was just like really just not your best work, man. You know? So then like.
It's Bob Dylan in the 80s.
But it's late. He sleeps over. The next day, it's even more awkward. Cut to the next time I go to Black Door, the other bartender, such a dick to me.
Oh, because he knows.
He's mad. No. He's mad that I hooked up with him, and he's like, I can't. And he even says, he's like, I can't believe you hooked up with him over me, and da 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 da. Ugh, like you're disgusting, you know, whatever. And then like, the other guy is like embarrassed because he sucked so much that he can't even look me in the eye. So now I'm just like trying to like be drinking at my bar. They both like. Don't like
now you have to pay. Now you have to pay for your drinks.
Now I've got to fucking leave because it's like, well, shit, you know. I'm getting like looks for like, and it's like, also, how dare you to the older guy? It's like, I don't know you shit, man.
Yeah, no,
100%. That's the shittiest part about it.
Yeah.
It's not that the guy sucked at sex or that he kind of wore you down. It's that guy automatically just felt entitled.
Yeah, and like the younger guy like wasn't like rude after he was just like. You know, awkward. He was embarrassed, but like eventually, like we
also
were all right because I had to run into him, like, and we were fine, and he's nice. But the other guy, like, fuck that guy for being such a prick about it. Like, how dare you? So like, I never went back there. After that
sucks. That's like your fucking home base.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then my friend too was like, I told you shouldn't have hooked up, and I was like, I know. I learned the hard way.
It's like, oh man, such the hard way.
I know.
Well, that sucks because it fucked it with both of them for different stupid reasons.
Right.
One of them overreacted. Like they both overreacted in real dumb ways.
Do not have sex with the bartender.
I was a bartender for a while, and I can tell you. From the other side of that story, women should not fuck the bartender.
Yeah. Did you?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Because I had a girlfriend for most of the time.
Sure
but then when I didn't, but they all regretted it. Yeah.
They all regretted
But I'm saying they learned it
and
the
Jessica
hard way.
especially.
Yeah, for different reasons.
That sucks. How much longer did you live in that? Did you stay in New York like after you couldn't go? Like how much longer?
Years,
but imagine men do this all the time.
Yeah,
men are terrible.
But just the entitlement, dude. Of like,
yeah, exactly.
And it's like he's like the manager and like the main bartender. It's like I couldn't even get a drink for a long time because he would ignore me.
Wow.
Well, he's carved out that tiny little modicum of power, which is that
but
one
at the
fucking
same time,
bar.
you know what's a good thing about this whole thing that you find out who they really were.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
don't need to hang out with people like that.
Yeah.
So it was like
And luckily, like I didn't live in the area, so like when my friend and I stopped hanging out as much, like I didn't have to go back. But like it was always like the place that was like comfortable.
Well, it's easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's really something to say about like a nice, convenient place to go to.
Yeah.
That's why all the friends
Threw away-
always drank at Central Perk.
Threw away those free drinks, man.
Yeah.
All because
Miss
of
those
one
free drinks.
mediocre one night stand.
To be fair, and this is a podcast about learning things the hard way, and I loved your story. But at the same time, I do feel a little bit that no matter what you had done, it would have ended similarly.
Mm-hmm.
Where both these guys would
Well,
have
I have a feeling that if you fucked the older one, you would probably be fine.
Or he just would like be like, I finally did it. Now fuck off. You know what I mean?
Or
like,
he would have acted like your teacher and been a total fucking creep about it.
He was
That's very true.
already kind of a creep, which is why I didn't lean towards him.
God damn,
the other guy was at least sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy
Damn,
shit.
that was-
This
Man.
was so fun.
Yeah. Thank
We've
you
learned
so
a
much.
lot
for
of things
having
the hard
me.
way.
Yeah.
Bianca, thank you
Is there
so much for
anything
being
you want to
here.
plug real quick before we?
On Instagram or some shows?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Pack Theater on the September 6th. I don't know if it's gonna be out by then.
This will not be out by then, but it was the best show I've ever seen. Her on the 6th was the best fucking thing I've ever seen.
It
It was
good.
so funny. That's cool though. I love the Pack. I will
Then
definitely
at
come
the
check that out.
Angels Brewery, Nick Bon show on the 11th or 12th. I don't know.
Cool.
You got some-
She's the
a lot
mom
of
in
shows coming up.
Euphoria. She's a great comic.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I almost
Make
made a
that one.
Zendaya joke about you earlier being in high school
really?
because you were talking about high school, but I didn't.
Hmm.
Okay, so you got some. Do you
I
got,
got some
like a
shows,
Twitter
guys.
or an
I have some
Instagram
shows,
or-
and if you follow me on Instagram, you will maybe be able to see me promoting.
Yeah.
I'm not really good at it, but
No,
sometimes
sure.
I do.
What's your Instagram?
It's It's at Bianca Cristovao. Right?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's at Bianca.
We'll
Just start
put
typing
it on
in
the
Bianca. Yeah, we'll
Instagram.
put it in the.
We're
Thank
gonna
you.
blow your shit up. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
Thank you so
coming.
much for having me.
Yeah.
And lesson takeaway here:
Hey guys, don't shit where you eat.
do not shit where you eat.
Don't shit where you eat.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.